Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Switch. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blaster, 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Hey, Mike 52. Here I come. Kill. Ball's red. Slice, 97.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
60 red. 52 is the mic right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, it's our house. Watch the edge. 22 needle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Black Knights are able to widen their advantage. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get up. Black shot. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tight left. Alert. 3 down. Eyes on 81.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Put that team on the box. Mike 52. Who that? Hey, Mike 52. You.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, But for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And now look at him go.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Don't get nervous. Slam. Drill, 52. Smash, red.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go one more. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And some room to roam now. The 30.
That's just the start, baby!
5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Black Knights stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Black Knights 35, Cowboys 28. Harrison Butker sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Check his mic. Cut 19. Cut 19. 95 is Mike. Watch 95. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll look to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, Slice. 97. Check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Go. 10 cycle. 52. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year.